Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about All Together Now. Before we begin, let me know in the comments if you were looking forward to this or what your thoughts were if you've seen it already, and make sure to give this a thumbs up if you like these reviews. It helps me out immensely if you do that. Also, if you're new here and you like movies, whether it be blockbusters, hidden gems, or everything in between, please consider hitting that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with reviews on new releases and some classics. But anyway, let's jump right in. This teen drama stars Auli'i Cravalho as Amber, a high schooler with musical aspirations who loves to help people. However, she struggles to make ends meet on her own. She sleeps on a bus, and her mom, played by Justina Machado, struggles to find a new apartment for the both of them. Amber begins facing tragedy after tragedy and soon learns she'll need a little bit of help from her friends in order to get by. This film's based on the novel Sorta Like a Rockstar by Matthew Quick, who also contributed to the screenplay. This is the second adaptation of his work, the first being Silver Linings Playbook, and this is also the second film for Netflix this year, directed by Brett Haley. He also directed All the Bright Places, which I also just did a review for. I'll leave a link to that in case you missed it. And there are some thematic similarities to All the Bright Places. Both are emotional teen dramas that focus on enduring hardships and finding the right support to make it through tough times. This can often feel sad, but it's also very sweet and tries to be as positive as possible, which is part of the whole facade Amber tries to put on. She endures struggle after struggle, and we see her distraught whenever she's by herself or when she's just with her mom. But when she's with anyone else, she puts on a happy face and doesn't let on that anything's wrong. And we feel for her because she's someone who really enjoys helping people out. She works at a nursing home, she teaches English to immigrants, she also works part-time at a donut shop, and is on a bunch of committees at school. Plus, she's seen as the leader of her group of friends. Caring for people is her life, and we care for her a lot because she's so well-meaning. A lot of this rests on Auli'i Cravalho's performance. This is her live-action film debut after voicing the character of Disney's Moana, and she is just wonderful. There's a sincere tone to this entire movie, but especially in her performance. There's this warmth that exudes her that we're always able to sense because she cares so much for others, which makes it even more painful when we see her have to end every night sleeping on this cold bus. But she doesn't want to let anyone on with what she's going through, and whenever she's put in a position where she really needs to ask for help, you can sense the internal struggle she's going through in order to come to that decision, and that's just some fantastic acting right there. But I'll admit, while this film felt sincere, I think there was some room for it where it could have explored a bit more, and it would have hit a little harder on an emotional level. The storyline that intrigued me the most was how Amber and her mother refer to someone named Oliver, who Amber repeatedly says, "I don't feel safe going back to his apartment," which is a reason they're living on the bus. But we never actually once see this guy. He's the mom's boyfriend or possibly ex-boyfriend. They never make that abundantly clear, and I get what the film was trying to do. They were trying to leave a lot implied. They were trying to paint a picture of this person as alcoholic and just this all-around awful person, but we're told that she doesn't feel safe with him, and there's a moment where Amber's almost forced to go back there. And while we're told how bad of a guy he is, I never got the sense through the conversations just how truly awful he was. It seems Amber is trying to get over just dealing with him, but I didn't get the sense of urgency in the dialogue of how it was important they absolutely can't go back to him. And we're told how the mom constantly wants to go back to him and how she doesn't do enough to find an apartment, possibly because of him. But again, we're just told this, and we could have seen more play out to really sell how much of a hold this guy has even when we don't see him. I also would have liked to have seen more interactions with the people who had more positive influences on Amber's life. Fred Armisen is one of her teachers. He seemed nice and I liked the performance, but he's kind of just there to tell Amber to shoot for her dreams. We're supposed to get this sense that he's very close with Amber's group of friends and they all have this tight-knit bond. But really, we only get like a handful of interactions of this group as a whole. I got a little bit of a sense of how close they all were, but two of them felt sidelined for the most part, along with Armisen. Amber mainly deals with her friend Ty, played by Renzi Feliz, who's the main one pushing her the hardest to follow her dreams and urges her to ask for help. Her other truly close friend is Ricky, played by Anthony Jacques Jr., who is a little quirky and provides a bit of the comedic relief, and his mom, played by Judy Reyes, is also very close to her family. Though the biggest shocker to me, Carol Burnett shows up as one of the residents of the retirement home. She's the one Amber mainly deals with. I had no clue she was in this, but she's this curmudgeon who's kind of always annoyed whenever Amber sings in her room. She'd rather be left alone to marathon Breaking Bad all day, which I thought was kind of funny. But the way they incorporate her into the story, you can kind of see from a mile away. She's mainly used to just have humorous back and forths with Amber, but there's one big plot development involving her that's pretty predictable when you realize what they're going to do. It was cool to see her in a movie. I just wish they did a little more because there's definitely sincerity to it, but it felt like at times it would play things a bit too safe. Overall, this was nice, although I wouldn't call it anything bold or ambitious. It definitely feels like there was more that could have been explored. At times it would feel painfully real, but others it felt like it was holding things back a bit and would be slightly predictable. However, it's a sweet film with a tone that felt honest and had a nice message about not feeling embarrassed to ask for help from those who care about you. Plus, it has an excellent lead performance from Auli'i Cravalho that really carries it. You don't need to rush to see it, but if you have some time, it's on Netflix and it's worth checking out. Altogether Now gets a 6.5 out of 10. So let me know, did you see Altogether Now, or are you planning to see it, and what were your thoughts? Did you like the story? Did you like the performances? And what's one of the best movies you've seen on Netflix lately? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and share it, and for more movie reviews and film discussion, please make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay updated. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll catch you next time.